Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Grizzlies, take your fandom to the next level by becoming an MVP.
How long have you been an MVP?
Since day one.
Enjoy the great benefits of being a season ticket member. Pre-game MVP moments, including Autograph Alley, exclusive Grizz Gear deals, access to member or MVP-only player events, and much more.
He's been an MVP for 22 years!
Become a Grizzlies MVP today.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball. But the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board. A class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Stay on top of everything happening in the 901, the Mid-South, and beyond with Grind City Media's e-newsletter, bringing all the news and notes directly to your inbox. Lang's World, always by Lang Whitaker, touches on the biggest stories in the world of sports and pop culture, while Michael Wallace's Grizzlies Insider brings you all the latest coverage and analysis around the Grizzlies and NBA. Don't miss a thing. Stay connected to the conversation and sign up to download the lowdown today at grindcitymedia.com.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
What up? Welcome in, everybody. This is the Chris Vernon Show here. Grind City Media on YouTube, Grind City Media on X, grindcitymedia.com. I am your host, John Roser. It is the Thursday, June 11th, 2026 edition of the show. Coming up on today's show, we got an all-timer last night. And sometimes generational games or all-timers, that gets thrown around a little too loosely. I don't think that was the case with last night. The Knicks come back from 29 points down, take a 3-1 series lead in the finals. We'll go through all of it. Chris Vernon will join the show here shortly and give us some thoughts from last night, and then we're going to react to all of that. Damichael Cole covers the Grizzlies for the Memphis Commercial Appeal. He had a story out today on 4 possible big men that the Grizzlies could draft in the upcoming NBA draft. We'll have him in studio at 12:40. Finals NBA draft, and Dev's here, Bennett's here. Turn it up. The New York Knicks come from behind 107-106 to defeat the San Antonio Spurs in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. A historic and incredible night at Madison Square Garden. We will go through every bit of it. Again, Damichael Cole, we're less than 2 weeks away from the NBA draft. Damichael Cole from the Commercial Appeal is going to join us in studio at 12:40. We'll talk some finals with him. We will talk more about the NBA draft with him. And we'll let him gloat about his, I think we got to let him gloat about his Atlanta Braves, the best team in Major League Baseball this season. They've got the best record. I believe last time I looked, they had the best record in Major League Baseball. We'll probably get to World Cup stuff tomorrow, but again, we'll get to all things NBA Finals here in just a minute. First things first, Devin Walker is here. He is the microphone mangler. He is Navajo Joe Senior Quasadilla. He is Devin the reporter. He is Sir His. He is Walker 93. What up, dude?
Look, bro, I can't wait to have my kids and ask them, yo, I was alive for the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history.
The biggest comeback in NBA Finals history.
You don't understand how big that moment was.
It not even just like, so sometimes you have in the finals, you have individual moments, individual plays that you remember, and then sometimes you have something noticed as the game, like Jordan's flu game. There's not really a ton of like a million plays from that, like one specific play from that game. It's more of the picture of Pippen like holding him up, but it's known as the flu game. That one has both the game and you have the individual play.
The streets are calling it the Woo game, Roser.
The Woo game.
They're calling it the Woo game. Look, I said yesterday, bro, Game 4 is crazy shit happens.
Game 4 crazy-ish does happen. Bennett Doyle is here. Yeah! Bennett Doyle! Bennett Doyle! Bennett Doyle! Bennett, you are in the same boat boat as I am, and that is on like little to no sleep.
Yeah, we're
for very different reasons.
We're going through a bit of sleep regression.
What does that
right
even
now.
mean? I've never heard of that.
Basically, when you have a child, for a lot of parents, they'll start and they don't sleep as good when they're like wee little ones, and then they start settling in and they start sleeping better, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere they just don't know how to sleep anymore.
They don't know how to
so
sleep.
They just wake up all the time
and they call it sleep regression. I wake up in the middle of the night too, but it's usually just because I have to pee.
Yeah, me too. It's usually I gotta
learn. I just have to figure out, like, stop drinking water like after like once like 8 o'clock hits, like no more water. Otherwise, I just get up and I'm pee-peeing.
8 o'clock is crazy.
Yeah, dude. You're supposed to, the older you get, it's supposed to be like dude, Vernon will tell me, like, dude, he stops drinking water after like 6:30 or 7 o'clock. So you don't wake up and pee. Yeah, it's a thing, man. We get old and we gotta pee.
Like 7 years old.
You get old and you gotta pee a lot. All right. Chris Vernon obviously is not here in studio. Won't be here today. Won't be here tomorrow. But we got you We're holding it down for you. But Chris, we did have an amazing NBA Finals game last night, and Chris is going to join us here. He filmed a little video this morning. It's about 10 minutes long and gives us all of his thoughts on the NBA Finals. Going to play that for you here in just a second, and then we are going to kind of react to that, and then we'll go off and talk about everything else involving Game 4 last night. But let's throw it right now. Here is Chris Vernon.
All right, Roser, Dev, and Damichael Cole have the show taken care of today, but I'd be remiss if I did not give you 5 things from the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. I still can't believe what we watched last night. You know, so many times you hear me come on the show and I say, you don't want to be prisoners of the moment, you don't want to deal in hyperbole, but that one was absolutely forever and one that we will never, ever, ever, ever forget. All right, so 5 quick things. Number 1, I'm recording the mismatch with Jacoby tonight. We were recording, or rather, we were texting last night, and he's texting me during the game, even when the Knicks are down by 1 million. And he's like, the Knicks are going to win. Now, you could write that off and say, that's just a Knicks fan and believing. But the other thing he texted me was, they are 22. And there is this weird thing with the Knicks where it wasn't totally and completely out of nowhere. I was reading this morning. Teams down 20-plus in the playoffs the last 2 years. 4-71. The Knicks are 5-3 in those games. And in fairness, every other team that has been down by 20-plus at halftime has lost those games by double digits. Every team in finals history. That's the second time this playoffs that the Knicks have come back from 20 down in the fourth quarter. So there is something obviously much, much different about that team than, frankly, any other team we have ever seen ever. And there is this weird, like, I would have punted. I would have thought that game is over. Jacoby, to his credit, he thought they were going to win the entire time. I don't know why. But the Knicks are obviously much, much different than every other team, literally, that we have ever seen. Number 2, this one's for Devin. This is called the Kenny Atkinson Special. Shot quality. You thought you were going to do this show without me mentioning shot quality? No chance. No chance. So what was the shot quality last night? Knicks 108, Spurs 109. So please, Mitch Johnson, I'm begging of you, say analytically we won. Please. It would be the greatest thing ever for Mitch Johnson to say, I learned from Kenny Atkinson, and analytically we won. Just for a point of reference, Game 3, the score was 115-111 Spurs. Shot quality, 116-112 Spurs. Game 2 was 104-105 Knicks. Shot quality was 114-112 Knicks. And then shot quality in Game 1 was 105-95 Knicks. That was a score. Shot quality, the Knicks won. So the series should be 2-2 based upon analytically. Analytically, it should be. Well, I mean, they are like, you hear this? My dog is barking. They're cutting something outside. This is a disaster. All I'm trying to do is 5 things. Stick with me. Charlie, shut up. It goes without saying that San Antonio vomited all over themselves. Wemby did too. Is this for real? I'm not redoing this. I'm not redoing this. So you're getting Charlie. Charlie, shut up. He's trying to be a part of the show. All right, so the Spurs vomited all over themselves. Wemby vomited all over themselves. And the craziest thing to me is Fox, of all people, right? On that run out, obviously he's been maligned for this. For good reason. I understand a bunch of young guys falling apart and losing their way. And also, as I've told you many times, a football coach once told me, once your guys turn it off, it is damn near impossible to get them to turn it back on. But we're just talking about this one last play. Now, one last play that had De'Aaron Fox going to the basket. And instead of dribbling the ball out, he ends up going up for a shot, and OG Anunoby gets one of the most unbelievable blocks that you will, I mean, the timing of that, the enormity of that, just crazy. And so if that's like Castle or that's Champagny even, if that's Vassell, if that's Harper, that's one of the younger guys on the team, that makes sense. This guy is a 10-year veteran. He's a 10-year vet. That's why you have him, and that's the exact moment. Time and score, awareness of what's going on. Like if those guys got overtaken by, Tracy Morgan yelling at you from the front row and like just the enormity of the situation and, oh my God, we're letting this fall away, whatever. But like that is why you have veterans, for that exact moment. And that is just, you never outlive that one. You never outlive that one. Fourth thing, Alvarado flipped that game. Mike Brown was a mess in the first quarter, or in the first half, for that matter. He played 12 guys, could not find anything to work. And then he finally found something to work, which was something they never do, which was play Brunson and Alvarado together. Alvarado, a guy that got for basically nothing at the trade deadline. And when we talk about dog identification, absolute dog. Epitome of dog. I mean, him trying to upend Wemby was the funniest thing of the whole game. We had a great time on our text about that. Anyways, played 12 guys in the first half. It was an absolute nightmare. And then Alvarado just getting in the lane over and over again and making Wemby like totally irrelevant. It was like this chess move that they made that was causing havoc on the defensive end, but also on the offensive end. It gave them no natural fit to put Wemby. And you saw him just in space, and like now he's like having to figure out where Alvarado is, and Alvarado's just flying around, setting screens, getting in the lane. Like Alvarado had such a monstrous, outsized impact given whatever the stats were. The last thing, OG Anunoby. Oh my God. Oh my God. The block, the tip in. I mean, that will live forever. We say don't be prisoners of the moment like that. We will see that clip 100 billion times. In New York City, part of the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. I really don't think we'll ever see a game like that again. I really don't. And 10 for 15, 7 for 9 from 3, 33 points, totally unassuming. And to have it's one thing to have the block. It's quite another to have the block and the tip in. Both of those crucial winning plays that are part of the biggest comeback in NBA history. You know, sometimes when amazing things happen in sports, and obviously if they win their finals for the first time in 53 years, you will have a bunch of people in that city name their kids after the biggest hero. I hope, I pray that there's a day that we look up and in like 10 years, there's like a bunch of 10-year-olds running around New York named OG. That would be the greatest name for people to adopt. Like, just start naming their kids OG, and we look up and in 10 years, there's a bunch of OGs everywhere because it's an unbelievable name. And everybody would know who they were named after. Last thing, side note, this is unbelievable for the NBA. Like, truly unbelievable. People that I know that are like big college football fans that don't care about the NBA, they were texting me last night about the game. Most importantly, my parents. My parents are in their late 70s. My mom is feverishly texting me throughout this game. And my dad, who when I was a child worked in the middle of New York City, really, really, really wants the Knicks to win. And she said he was screaming. And my parents do not watch the NBA Finals every year. My parents watch the Grizzlies because I'm on the broadcast, but they're not going out of their way to watch NBA games. I don't think we understand the magnitude and the crossover that this NBA Finals has had. It truly feels like, I'm just telling you, if my parents are watching it, everybody's watching this thing. Everybody's watching this thing. Unbelievable night. Unbelievable comeback. Huge thanks to Roser and Devin and Damichael Cole for making it happen today with the show. There's my thoughts. There's my 5 things. My God, what an unbelievable basketball game.
All right, so there we go. Let's start with it.
The hell's my thank you?
Yeah, right. Shout out Bennett. Look, Bennett,
Jerk.
I give you all the thank yous. I give you all the
Thank
thank yous,
you.
Bennett.
Yeah,
shout out Triple B. Shout out Triple B.
The real Triple B.
The Knicks' comeback ability, it is as simple as like this is. It's the veteran versus the young team thing. Like, and the Knicks have shown this over and over again. Look, there are 2 things that have been true about this series. The Spurs have had a double-digit lead in the first quarter of every game of all 4 games. The Spurs have also had the lead with 2 minutes to go in all 4 games, and yet they are down 3 games to 1.
They found a special way to lose games 3 times, Roser. Like last night, it was they got 2-3 happy because in the third quarter, Roser,
they got way too happy on
in the
threes.
third quarter. You know how many paint points the Spurs had?
Do
you know how many paint points they had in the third quarter, Bennett Doyle?
Like 2.
Yeah.
They had 0.
Yeah, no, they kept shooting threes.
The first team in NBA history to not have a paint point in a quarter, bro, in a finals game. 0 paint points in a quarter when you're up about 20.
They had more fast break points than paint points.
Yeah, bro. It's
because they took a 3. One of the few threes they made in the second half.
Yeah, by the way, Wemby played every minute of that quarter, by the way. He's 7'7", 8 foot tall.
So Wemby said after the game, he was asked, Jared Weiss, friend of the show, Jared Weiss asked him, can you, if you can't explain what happened there in the fourth quarter? And he said, I think it started earlier than that. And he's right. It started in that third quarter when they let the Knicks they just let them keep it at a distance where they can believe. Like Mike Brown said, we wanted to get it to 15-16 to start the fourth quarter. And if we felt like if we got it at 15-16 to start the fourth quarter, you just give yourself a chance. This is famous for all Grizzlies fans.
The Tui rule.
For Tui, for Sean Tui, for all Grizzlies fans that have, watched Grizzlies broadcast back in the day, Sean Tui used to always famously say, Pete, Grizzlies just got to cut it to 10. Pete, if the Grizzlies just cut it to 10, Pete, just got to cut it to 10. Be at different points in the game, whether it's going into halftime, going into the fourth quarter. Pete, Grizzlies got to cut it to 10. And that's Mike Brown. That was his version of Pete cutting it to 10 last night. Of Pete cut it to 10 was, let's just get it to 15. Can we get it to 15, 16, and then we at least give ourselves a chance to start the fourth quarter? Because if we go into the fourth down 23, 24, 25, okay, this is we're not playing the Cleveland Cavaliers. We can come back on the Cavs with down 22 with 7 minutes to go. We're not doing that to this team. So just give yourself a chance. And the Spurs did that, and Wemby's a part of that. The dude, I believe it's the third quarter, he caught the one ball, I think, at the right wing, and he takes the lazy 3 and he misses it. And then they get the offensive rebound, and he moves over to the top of the key and gets the ball back, and then just takes another lazy 3
There's
immediately.
Just
a lot of lazy threes.
From everybody.
And you saw it at the beginning of the second half. You're so right about that, Dave. You saw at the beginning of the second half, whether it was De'Aaron Fox, Keldon Johnson took a bad corner 3 that was just what are y'all doing?
It was more of we won this. We're relaxed. This game is over with. Let's just get through it.
We're gonna get through it. They're trying to hit knockout punches. They're just trying to hit knockout punches. If we hit this three and then I hit this three and then I hit this three, we're gonna get this thing to 40 and knockout punch.
No,
there it is.
For real, they really like put their controller down and walk away. Like that's like the equivalent.
That we can just sim it.
We can just sim it.
We're gonna hit these knockout punches and then we're just gonna sim game.
And we're gonna be fine. But like the power of Wu-Tang Clan, they didn't know the juice was in the arena.
The power of the Wu-Tang Clan, the RZA, the Jizza,
and it got them going.
Master
and it was
Killer.
Bro, I don't know that arena was rocking. Like I know, and I want to play this video. I know people are gonna rag on him.
I love videos.
De'Aaron Fox, boy, not even just after the in the fourth quarter situation, but you're the vet, bro. Valen, play the video of the De'Aaron Fox blunders in the second half. They don't have audio, so we can talk over it. But
no, because I know
Damn, great setup.
I've seen the audio. I've heard the audio. We cannot play the audio because it is, But some of these are just,
horrible, bro.
You know who had some of these too on the other side was Jalen Brunson. Brunson had some bad turnovers too, man. We're just throwing the ball to the Spurs.
Look at that.
But Fox,
lazy Trey.
That's just dancing with it. That's
All right, look, we walked the ball up. All right, cool. What are you doing with the ball?
I don't know what that was.
Bro, that is like, what's that movie?
Why do the Spurs like to throw it at Stephon Castle's back? This is the second time they just thrown it at his back.
And Steph Castle's like, what are you
They
doing?
love to throw the ball to Stephon Castle when he's not looking.
Yeah, bro. It's horrible, bro. This is a bad look for you to be the vet of the team and the guy who's supposed to be the leader of the group, the OG, and you doing this. Like, the saxophones were playing, bro.
Yeah.
The saxophone started ringing in his head, and you could tell. Like, it got bad for him.
It got bad for him. He did hit one shot late, though. He did hit one shot.
But this is the blunder of all blunders right here, baby. Everybody plays basketball. What do you do, Roser? What do?
You run this out.
You run the ball out.
You run the ball out. I saw someone say, like, I remember when the Spurs had smart players, and it was like a very similar situation. It was Game 7 of the Finals against the Pistons, and they threw the ball ahead to Manu, and he just kind of ran it out.
Yeah. It's the third time they lost a game. The Spurs have lost the games in weird ways.
Yeah, I saw someone going around saying, I saw one of the topics today was what was worse, J.R. Smith's blunder in the finals or De'Aaron Fox? And I think J.R. Smith's was way worse than Fox.
No question.
Because J.R. Smith forgot what the score was and forgot how much time was left in the game. Fox knew all of that. He knew, and he said after the game, I mean, I saw his comments after the game. He said, I thought I beat him down the court. He's like, I thought I beat him down the court. But you didn't beat him down the court.
Beat him down the court.
No, you didn't beat him down the court. Hindsight's always 20/20, and I think Fox, if he could do it over again, obviously he just would have ran the ball to the other side of the court. But I'm just saying, as far as comparing it to J.R. Smith or not, I think J.R. Smith's was probably way worse.
But like that, they went to overtime in that game.
But not knowing time and score.
I mean, come on.
Like just not knowing. Like I think Fox did. He knew time and score, and he thought he got ahead of him. He thought he had it.
Then OG chased him down. He saved Josh Hart from being clown.
So
he
that's
saved
the
Josh
other
Hart's
side.
career from being set on fire.
He saved Josh Hart so bad because Hart had the missed layup.
I said, bro, the next possession
the final play, dude. If Towns doesn't tip that inbounds pass,
Can you play that
Castle's
video,
got it. Castle has that.
Play that video,
He makes
Jalen.
that shot.
The beautiful bean footage. Beautiful bean footage. Look at that. Cat tip. If you don't tip that,
he's got it.
Castle has a layup.
Josh Hart got caught on the Wemby screen, and then I think he slipped too.
Yeah, Josh Hart. Them saxophone playing for him too. He was struggling. Yeah, Castle, you can't do that.
Castle. What other clips do we have of this specific play?
It was fun.
Yeah, we have the Ben Stiller view. We do have the Ben Stiller view.
The cinematic Ben Stiller.
Yeah, the cinematic Ben Stiller. It's in black and white. Like I think and just Taylor Swift right there next to him,
just casually.
Yeah,
took a Mariska shot in the ref.
Mariska Hargitay's right there
and just runs out on the court.
She does.
I mean, she deserved this shit, bro. She been in the trenches watching Frankie Ntilikina and Pablo Prigioni.
And bro, she's a cop.
That's what I said to Lang. I was like, she's law enforcement. It's fine.
That is Captain Benson.
Protect and serve.
That's Captain Benson.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Her chief right now, I don't know if anybody still watches Law & Order SVU. I do. Her chief tried to get rid of her. And guess what happened? Didn't happen. They pulled a power play on the chief, and the chief's getting up out of there. You don't mess with Captain Benson.
You don't mess with legacy.
You don't mess with Captain Benson.
You know how much juice she has? Look at that. That's hey, shout out to Cat. You know how much juice she has, Rosa? You know they had the celebrity role list? Yeah. Her name was at the top of the list.
Hell yeah, it was.
You at the top of the list for Game 4 in MSG. You got juice.
Dude, I know
juice.
I know a girl who lives in New York City, and she like you walk around, you see stars.
Yeah.
You've gone to Knicks games, you see stars. You're just walking down the street sometimes, and like if Howard Stern still goes outside, like you see Howard Stern, or you'll see John Turturro. Like you see these people just walking around. Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, like they're out and about in New York City.
Yeah.
You'll see them walking around. She's like, I have never been more starstruck. She goes, I didn't even see Mariska Hargitay. She's like, but I walked outside my building one day, and I was walking to work. I walked around the corner, and Law and Order SVU had the street blocked off because they were filming, and she literally took a picture of the chair that said,
look at her, she's hugging
that
OG.
said executive producer Mariska Hargitay, and she was like, holy crap, this is incredible. Like, yeah, man, Mariska Hargitay, she can do whatever she wants to do.
She jumped in Rick Brunson's arm.
Yeah. Larry David.
Larry David.
Is it weird that Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld don't sit together?
I think it's a bit.
It's a bit?
I mean, they're buddies.
Yeah.
They're still good buddies.
You think it's...
All right, well, they sit next to John McEnroe. And your favorite thing, shot quality, Dev?
Oh, my God.
Don't
do this to me.
So the series should be 2-2 if
No,
you
it
look at
should
shot
not.
quality. Look, I'm with you. Like, yeah, the series should be 2-2, but the Spurs blew a 29-point lead, and they're down 3-1.
We don't play basketball on a spreadsheet, bro.
We don't play basketball on a spreadsheet. The Cavs tried that.
Exactly.
The Cavs tried that and got swept.
You know where they are? They're at the crib.
They did. They tried that and they got swept.
They're at the crib. Hey, Wemby finna be at the crib too, because I know we giving a lot of people shit right now. We gave Fox some shit. We gave Hart some shit. But, hey, bro, when you was standing at that free throw line,
okay,
you had your George Hill moment. You looked like you were terrified.
That is, to me, that's where I think more people are killing Fox today, and they should be killing Wemby.
He stood that line.
This is on you, Wemby. All right, so you want the smoke. You want to be one of the all-time greats. You make no bones about that. You said, I'm the best defensive player in the league. I should be the MVP of the league. You're yelling at the Knicks. I'm in your head, boy. You called Mitchell Robinson boy. You are lucky you have teeth.
Yeah.
You are lucky you
Mitchell
have
Robinson's
teeth now.
hair's connected to his headband. He wanted to fight.
So you say that to him, and then in the second half you come out, you go 3 for 14, 1 for 3 from 3, and then in the fourth quarter, you go 1 for 4 from the free throw line, and you're like a 90% free throw shooter, and you go 1 for 4 at the free throw line. The booty gets tight. Shout out to Memphis Tigers great Chris Crawford. The booty got tight. And then we get to the very end of the game. At the end of game 2, you threw the ball off Steph Castle's back. Brunson splits the pair of free throws, so then you got a chance to make it right and win it. And you missed the elbow jumper. And the final shot of the game, like, you gotta want that shot. Like, I think I know they go to Castle, it's there, dude, but you gotta want that shot. Like, that's your moment. That's a moment for redemption. That's a moment for redemption. That's a redemption opportunity.
Yeah, he's 22.
You gotta want the ball.
He's young. It's his first time through.
He's young.
We talk about scars, bro. That's like I talk about that. The other one was a stab. This one may be the knife was in him and they turned the knife. Like, this is a scar he's gonna remember for the rest of his life. And he can remember the egg at the back of his head, too. He
got hit with an egg in the back of his head.
New York fans, stop throwing eggs at people, bro.
I'll victim blame more in a minute.
Oh, here he goes.
I'll victim blame. I can do this. I'm Johnny Victim Blamer. All right, so Wemby and playoff scars. Look, all the all-time greats go through it. The all-time greats go through it. You have Michael Jordan against the bad boy Pistons. I know he went out. He had the 63 in the Garden and lost to the Celtics in the first round, but it's really the bad boy Pistons for those 2 years that literally Sam Smith wrote a book about it called The Jordan Rules and what Detroit did and how they built a game plan around defending Michael Jordan. You have Shaquille O'Neal, another one of the all-time greats. Charles Barkley brought it up when he was talking about Wemby earlier in the finals and why he said the Knicks were going to win this series. He goes, he's 22, it's his first time through. Shaq, what happened to you your first time in the finals? You got swept by the Houston Rockets. Yeah. You didn't just get swept by the Houston Rockets. Shaquille O'Neal got worked by Hakeem Olajuwon. They got swept in those finals. Hakeem Olajuwon averaged against Shaq in those finals 33 points, 11.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks per game. Shout out Olajuwon. Kobe Bryant, the 1997 Western Conference semis at the Jazz. Kobe, an 18-year-old rookie. The score is 89-89. Game on the line, end of regulation. Kobe, air ball. Go to overtime, 89-89. First shot in overtime, left wing 3, Kobe, air ball. 96-93 Jazz with 45 seconds left. Kobe, top of the key 3, air ball. 96-93 Jazz with 6 seconds left. Kobe catches it left wing, has a wide open Eddie Jones in the corner, who was the Lakers' best three-point shooter all year and was an all-star that year, says, no, I got this. Kobe, airballed it again. Those are scars. LeBron, the 2011 Finals, they're up 1-0. Then the Mavs, the Heat are up 15 points in Game 2 in the fourth quarter, and the Mavs go on a 22-5 run, and Dirk gets his ring. Dirk also in the 2007 playoffs, losing in the first round to an 8 seed, and then you have the 2022 Celtics up 2-1 against the Warriors. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they're in control of the series, and then they get absolutely Steph Curried in the second half in the fourth quarter, and Curry goes for 43 points, 10 rebounds, and hits 7 threes. The Warriors don't lose another game in the series. So that's all it is. He's getting his playoff scars right now. He's getting his playoff scars. Wemby's getting his playoff scars.
It's just so having that you getting.
There's no rules when you get
some of the biggest ones on
I know, because Chris loves to talk about scars. There's no rules when you have to get your scars. You can get your scars before the finals. You can get them in the first round. You can get them in the finals, and it looks like Wemby is getting them in the finals
on the biggest stage in front of everybody.
That's on the biggest stage in front of everybody.
So it's respect, bro. But like you say, like the Knicks are due. The Knicks are due. They deserve their moment. They always fight back. Roger, you talked about how when they played the Spurs in the regular season, how every time it was a comeback. The Spurs have played the Knicks 7 times this year, right? Including the NBA Cup in the finals.
Yeah.
They're 1-5 in games where they led by 10 points, and they're 1-0 when their biggest lead was under 10 points.
It's crazy.
That is insane.
It's insane. It's nuts.
It's like they're doing it on purpose. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna let y'all get the lead. We're gonna let y'all get the lead because we know.
I thought it was going to be different last night. We all did because they built like a damn 30-point lead. But
I thought it was I thought it was over.
Because the problem is they get out to that lead, and then the second quarter happens, and the Knicks always come back in the second quarter, and they chip it away, and it's a close game at halftime, or the Knicks have the lead by halftime. Like in Game 3, the Knicks had a 7-point lead by halftime. The double-digit lead was gone. Mm-hmm. And then the Spurs flipped things, obviously, in the second half. But the Knicks did not flip it in the second quarter. One of the things he mentioned, Alvarado. And look, I give Mike Brown all the credit in the world here because he was searching. There are multiple times, and this is not what you want to be doing. We are people that watch the NBA regularly throughout the year, and it is bad when you look up twice during a game and you go, who is number
55? I said that. I said number 55. Who the hell are you, bro?
And then, okay.
He was like, you want me to go in the game?
I went to the bathroom, and I came back. So he didn't turn around. His hair is different now. He didn't turn around, so I couldn't see the back of his jersey. I go, who is number 20?
Oh, yeah.
It is Jeremy Sohan. And they turned around, and I was like, holy crap. Revenge. I totally forgot they had Jeremy Sohan. Jeremy Sohan. You never want to do that to a team. Have to go, who is number? If you feel like you're doing that, that team is probably losing, and the Knicks were getting their ass kicked at that point.
When Jeremy Sohan took that turnaround fade, atom bomb, shot clock fader, Mike Brown's like, you know what, I can't put you out here. You got to come sit down. Because Wemby just took 5 steps back and said, shoot it.
And just said, do it. Do whatever you want to do.
Turn fade, air ball.
You've been on our team before.
I know you.
Do whatever you want.
You're the one that held me back because you didn't want to pass me the ball. I know how you play. Go ahead, shoot it. Shoot it, idiot.
Do whatever you want to do.
Do whatever you want.
And he was -6 in 3 minutes out there.
He was bad. But no, Alvarado was massive.
But I think big for Alvarado was big just because, look, he's a great story too. They got him for basically, like Chris said, they got him for nothing at the deadline. He's a New York kid. So and you always need these irrational confidence guys. We've talked about this series. He's got at least one a game where you go, bro, what are you doing? Like, you're getting a little too bold, but you need that confidence because he's like, I don't care that that's Castle and Harper and Wemby, and I don't care that I'm on the court with Brunson and Towns. I belong out here. Yeah. I belong in this environment.
It's another win for Short Kings, Rosa, because the shortest player, probably on both teams, was making the biggest impact. Because you said, they put Wemby on him. They're like, okay, we're going to put Wemby over here. And like Vernon said, he was setting screens, just running around, doing shit.
Running around and doing stuff.
And it had Wemby looking around like, okay, all right, rotation here. So shout out to you, Jose Alvarado. I know it's big for him because he's a New Yorker.
Yeah, no, he's from New York.
So that's like being in the backyard. That's playing in front of family, friends, homies. So shout out to Alvarado, man. If it wasn't if we were to give an MVP, of course OG gets it for that tip. But Jose Alvarado got to be.
No, Alvarado helped flip the game. And shout out to Mike Brown. Look, eventually you just may. I don't know if Mike Brown thought this was a stroke of genius or if it's like, look, dude, I'm just trying things. I'm trying things. And he was forced into it. You could see early in the game, you felt like he picked up those 2 fouls right away. But they made the effort. They were trying to throw to Towns in that first minute. They were trying to get the ball to Towns in that first minute. Even when they were doing that, if you watched in that first minute when they threw it to Towns, they were still worried about refs and Wemby. Because nobody was moving. Like, nobody would move. They just throw it to Towns, and he's standing here with the ball like
He's
this.
like, somebody gonna cut?
Somebody gonna cut? Anybody gonna do anything?
They're like, no, go shoot the ball, bro.
Yeah, I got this 7'5" alien on me. Like, anybody gonna do anything?
He's like, you wanted to touch the ball, go ahead and shoot it.
Yeah, and everybody's just standing around. They let the refs bother him in the first half. They let Wemby bother him in the first half. And then when Wemby got that flagrant foul too, that also helped flip things. They kind of woke up a little bit. Yeah. They kind of woke up a little bit after that.
I want to ask y'all both a question. I had this this thought, and Jalen he's played it already. When this is the final stretch, when Jalen Brunson took that, he had won over Wemby down the stretch. Yeah. But on that final possession, when he took that quick three, in my head, you know what I thought? He was thinking, let me get this ball on the rim just in case we do have a second. I was like, that was like a big brain play. I was like, okay, are you trying to shoot the ball quick?
Yeah.
Because you see Wemby in front of you is like, all right, if I shoot the ball now, the 7'5" guy can't get to the backboard. Like, I was like, yo, he shot this quick for a reason.
Yes.
Because he can't get to the rim. Nobody can get to the rim except my guys.
No, he's thinking multiple things. I get the ball up. One, they will give me some space out here. They're gonna let me have this. So I'm gonna take it because I want to try to make the shot, and I'm Jalen Brunson. I do want this moment. But the other thing is, yes, even if I miss, it gives somebody a chance.
Yeah,
there's still enough time. There's still enough time for somebody to come in there and get a tip, get an offensive rebound, and a putback.
And our boy Joe Murphy, if y'all know Joe Murphy, he's our amazing Grizzly photographer throughout the season. Mm-hmm. He probably took these shots that's going to be in New York bodegas for the rest of time, bro. Jalen, can you put that up?
This is going to be one that New York fans have as canvas prints.
Yes, T-shirts.
This is going to be something
sick.
This is going to be a picture that when I go to the National Sports Collectors Convention next year in Chicago, there are going to be tons of these printed out and signed by OG Anunoby that are going to be for sale.
Like that photo's going to live in infamy. That's going to be up there with like the Jordan shot. Like that's going to be a top 8 photo in NBA history when they win the championship.
That absolutely is. So OG Anunoby.
Shout out Murph Dog, man, the GOAT.
Shout out Joe Murphy is the GOAT. So OG Anunoby, we get to him. Chris has had his moment. You have had your moment. My finals MVP pick was OG Anunoby before the series.
Hey, you might be the winner, bro, because you look at his numbers right now are crazy.
His numbers are crazy. He's probably been their most consistent player the entire postseason. I'll give Kendrick Perkins. We goof on Kendrick Perkins. Give him credit. He said what he is doing, it's like 2026 Scottie Pippen. Yeah. Like he kind of looks like Scottie. He can guard everybody on the court. 2026 in a way that different from Pippen because he takes threes, makes threes, but everything else that guy does, he drives to the basket. He's strong as hell. He's athletic. Like it's insanely impressive.
He's stoic as hell.
He's stoic as hell. He's not impressed by anything. Did he get that from Kawhi when he was in Toronto?
Bro,
just not
really
being impressed by it?
Care, bro.
I was excited. The team was excited. It was.
You just had the greatest.
It was a fun play.
Knicks history, and you just walked to the bench.
I mean, you think, okay, finals plays. I'm just thinking about individual plays, like that from finals games that you really, really remember that stand the test of time. Yeah. I have the 1987 finals. Magic Johnson skyhook to put the Lakers up 3-1 in the final seconds against the Celtics. Lakers go on to win that series. The 93 finals. John Paxson's 3 in Game 6 in Phoenix that won.
Jordan kicks it.
Yeah. Paxson hits the 3, wins the series. Well, obviously you have like the 91 finals where Jordan does the that
switch on the blood,
that move. But these are but all of these are kind of like the ones I'm talking about are game winning. These are game winners.
Moments,
you have Jordan's 98 shot, the last shot against the
hold the form.
Right after that, he had if you remember before, he had the steal. He came around and had the steal on Malone and knocked the ball away from him on the missed free throw before. 2005, Robert Horry, his 3 with 5.5 seconds left in overtime to give the Spurs a Game 5 win against the Pistons in Detroit. And this is when they did 2-3-2. So this put the Spurs up 3-2 going back home for Game 6 and potential Game 7. And they actually went to 7 because the Pistons won Game 6. But Robert Horry had scored 21 points in that game, scored 18 of his 21 in the fourth quarter and overtime. And they all ran at Ginobili. Ginobili, boom, kicked it to Horry, buries the 3 to win the game. 2013, Ray Allen. Everybody remembers the Ray Allen Game 6.
That was against who, Roser?
That was against the San Antonio Spurs. Now, the Heat still had to win Game 7. Yeah. They had to win Game 7 in that series, and they did. But the Ray Allen corner 3, and then the 2016 finals, everybody remembers LeBron's chase down block, which is probably the signature moment of LeBron's career, and then Kyrie's game winner.
Big shot.
And Kyrie's game winner. Is this the biggest? This has to be the biggest finals moment since the LeBron chase down and the Kyrie and then the Kyrie shot.
The biggest moment is LeBron. Yeah, that's the biggest one.
Because I was trying to think,
because this could be the one that snapped the New York streak of no championships.
This could be the one that does it. And I'm just trying to think of the other finals games. It's so weird. We've had we're gonna have 8 champions in like 8 years or whatever. But like,
there's no signature moments in the rest of those finals, bro. Like if you go back,
the Curry ring me moment.
I mean that, bro. You already got 3 of them jumps, bro.
No, but I'm thinking about the individual shot. Like what individual shot from the game do you remember? Like you have LeBron's block, you have Kyrie's.
2019, it was the round before, but the Kawhi bounce is legendary.
Not a finals game though. Not a finals moment.
So I'm trying to go back.
That's what I'm trying to think.
2020
finals
was
moments.
The bubble. 2021, the Giannis performance was massive.
Giannis had the 50-point game in the close game, but that's the game.
That's the game.
Like we've had the individual games.
2022, there was not really, like you said, with the ring me moment. 2023, the Nuggets championship. There's no moment to remember.
No.
Yeah, that might be the biggest moment since.
It probably is because when I think of what I think of when I think of last year's playoffs. Maybe I'm wrong, and other people think of something different, and maybe it's because the Knicks are fresh on my mind. I don't think about anything from that Thunder run.
No.
Dude, I think about Halliburton's shot against the Knicks. The one where he runs back to the three-point line and shoots it up and it hits the back of the iron and the bounce. That's the moment I kind of think of from that.
I think about him getting hurt in that Game 7, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Halliburton hit the game winner against the Thunder, too.
Because he had 9 points, and I believe in 7 minutes. And he was taking another three-pointer. He took a step. In my head, that's the moment I want to remember for that finals.
Fraudulent
him taking
ring.
a step back and just writhing in pain.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't get hurt, y'all don't have a championship.
Fraudulent
OKC.
ring. Championship.
And I believe that with all of me.
Dude, I saw people talking about it in the chat. I said it to Lang earlier, totally get why Zach Kleiman wanted to offer all those picks for OG Anunoby way back when. Makes a lot of sense now. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's crazy because I feel like last round he was having hamstring issues.
He's had hamstring issues for a couple of years.
Last
he's had them.
It stopped the run because his hamstring went out.
And 2 years ago it did also. He suffered a hamstring injury, and it was Game 7 because they got eliminated by the Pacers each of the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So it was 2 seasons ago he hurt his hamstring and couldn't play in Game 7. Or he tried to, and it looked like when Tony Allen came back with his hurt injured hamstring against the Warriors, he's just
couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah, you can't. Right. Yeah, you can't do. You're trying, but it's not there. And then and remember he tweaked his hamstring in the Philadelphia series, and it was like, oh crap. But then they still swept him, and he got all that time off. And you saw him in the Cavs series, and it's like, okay, yeah, no, he is.
It's like baby Kawhi.
That's been one of the biggest things. It's not just playing through Cat that they found out this year. It is OG Anunoby has emerged as a real go-to third scoring option on that team. And look, Jalen Brunson will win Finals MVP when the Knicks win this series.
He is?
He's going to win the
Why?
He will
shooting 7% from the field.
So he will win Finals MVP. So he had his most efficient game of the series last night. He had 36 points, 3 of 7 from 3. Now he's 12 of 25 from the field, so he's not at 50%, but he's just right under it. And he got to the free throw line 11 times. And the reason he'll get it is because everything the Spurs do, their entire game plan is built around Jalen Brunson. That's what it is. It's built around Brunson.
He can't get Finals MVP because of that, though.
Now,
bro.
if you want to try to stop OG Anunoby, I think if they built their game plan, we're going to stop OG Anunoby, bro, you might just want to stop letting him take the corner threes. That dude is automatic on corner threes.
I think it's a reminder, though, of you having 2 things for me. It was a reminder of the role players win finals.
Yeah.
Stars win.
Yes.
Stars get you there, but role players usually they win you finals games. And 2, because it's always the other guys that win you games. And 2, we always talk about what is the blueprint of having a good finals basketball team. I think the Knicks found okay, we got Brunson, we need a secondary ball handler.
Yes.
Having a secondary ball handler is always a thing you need to have. You can have a guy that's ball dominant, that's good with the rock, blah, blah, blah. Even the Thunder last year, having guys that can multiple guys that can handle the rock. And yesterday we saw it. Jalen Brunson said, all right, get the ball to Jose Alvarado. Let him do some stuff too. You can get yours, we can get yours. We need some other guys to handle the rock. And I was like, yo, like when you build our team, we need multiple, because right now on our team, respectfully, we don't really have much guys that we trust with the ball in their hand.
We don't have a ton of them. And we have a bunch of small guards, but we don't have a ton of them. Like one of the things, we had Coach Thorpe on, David Thorpe on a couple weeks ago, and he's like, hey, put the ball in Cedric Coward's hands. Like, Ced's got to show those handles have tightened up a little bit. If you go put the ball in his hands, like, and make him a ball dominant guard, like he's got to show that handle is tightened up a little bit before you do that. But you're right, the Alvarado thing, putting Alvarado in, taking Mikal Bridges out, and it's just like they needed another guy who could catch it and hit the paint hard with it, and then kick it out and be a little ankle biter speed demon. And Bridges is just not that level of ball handler.
Nah, he ain't got it.
But we'll see what happens. Game 5 is going to be Saturday night. We'll talk about it more. Damichael Cole writes about the Grizzlies for the Memphis Commercial Appeal. He's got something out today about big men that could potentially be there at pick number 16 if that's where the Grizzlies decide to select or if they decide to trade up. We'll talk about the NBA Finals and the NBA Draft with him next. Chris Vernon Show, John Roser, Devin Walker, Bennett Doyle back after this.
In the Tennessee Army National Guard, you can start a career in exciting fields, including science, communications, engineering, and medicine, all while earning money for your education. This training will boost your eligibility for a high-paying and rewarding profession. And you can get it all while serving part-time in your community. The Tennessee Army National Guard can pay for up to 100% of your college tuition. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com.t-n.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
Get ready, Grizzlies fans. It is time for the Surfside Can Shuffle. Can you keep up with the cans and find Mac the Crab?
Grizzlies, take your fandom to the next level by becoming an MVP.
How long have you been an MVP? Since day one.
Enjoy the great benefits of being a season ticket member. Pre-game MVP moments, including Autograph Alley, exclusive Grizz Gear deals, access to member or MVP-only player events, and much more.
He's been an MVP for 22 years!
Become a Grizzlies MVP today.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. rumored to be one of only 18 in existence, plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station, and wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Playoff Corgi is a girl. Playoff Corgi, Air Corgi, said that the Spurs are going to win in 7 games, and so the Spurs had Air Corgi at the official finals pep rally, women and girls in sports.
Did they fly that Corgi in?
I don't know the details, but the Corgi showed up at the pep rally, and I just think that's an incredible moment.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Just be cool. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. 2-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Throwing dead presidents.
Can't make it to the Grizzlies draft party? Tune in for the Grind City Media Draft Show presented by Southland Casino on Tuesday, June 23rd at 7 o'clock. Hear from GCM personalities as they react to draft picks, trades, and more. Download the Grind City Media app and subscribe to the Grind City Media YouTube channel today for all your Grizzlies draft coverage. Damichael Cole.
The only man, one of the only men to beat the Knicks in a playoff game. CJ McCollum in the building.
Yeah,
CJ McCollum himself is in the building.
That's how we getting it started.
Damichael Cole covers the Memphis Grizzlies
New York.
for the commercial appeal.
He's in the building.
Yeah, before Game 3, the last time the Knicks lost was actually the first day of the.
Damichael Cole did it,
and it was the first day of the NFL draft. It was round one of the NFL draft.
Yep.
That's how long ago it was. Damichael Cole covers the Grizzlies for the commercial appeal. Great shirt. How you been?
Man, I'm good.
You good? What has your offseason been like so far?
This guy on the move, man.
You just watch it. You and Lang texted about the Braves.
I mean, yeah, that too. But a lot of traveling. I've been on the move a lot. He's laughing.
Where'd you go?
Man,
I've been on the move, man.
I mean, I've been to a lot of different cities. Like, I had different friends and stuff graduating. So
been a couple islands.
Islands. Yeah.
Islands.
We went to Cancun.
Okay. You didn't drink the water, did you?
No.
I made that mistake when I went to Cancun
Yeah,
once.
they told me.
I got sick for 3 days.
They was like, don't even get the ice.
Don't even get the ice.
What's the best place you've been, bro, in the off season so far? You think?
I mean, probably Cancun. I mean, a lot of the places that I've been this year have been places that I've been before. It's just more so just like being constant on the move, enjoying myself. Like, now that I'm a few seasons into the league, it's not too many places in the States
right that you haven't been.
Yeah, so it's
You've
just
been
doing
to all the big
something different.
cities.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I've been to a few of the biggest cities, so yeah, it's just doing something different when I go to these places at this point.
You crapped on all the hotels like LeBron?
No, man, I can't.
Okay.
No. Like I'm simple. Like it doesn't take all that, to really impress me at these hotels. I go just for like when we go to the cities, the other cities, and I go to where the players are staying just to look at the hotels. Like. It doesn't take all that to impress
Dude,
you.
I will tell you,
bro. It's the simple things,
Yeah,
bro. It's the little things,
like,
bro.
You got a nice,
just happy to be here, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
As long as you ain't got bed bugs and all that type of stuff.
As long as the bed's comfortable, As
long as I'm not in a Motel 6.
TV, I ain't got mold in the shower. I'm good.
Good water pressure, I'm fine.
Yeah, man. Queen size bed, a TV, and that's I'm straight, bro.
Somebody like me, how much time I'm really spending in there anyway?
Some of these dudes been too rich for too long.
So I'm saying, but they forget where they came from.
Yeah, been too rich for too long. What were your thoughts watching the finals last night? If you put that on one, yeah,
dude, that was I mean, you could see it happening, but even when I saw it happening, I was like, it's not going to happen. Like, I'm watching the Spurs because this happens all the time in the NBA. A team will have the hottest shooting first half. They always cool off.
Yeah,
like,
always.
It rarely ever carries over. Like, you make 23s in the first half, you're going to make 23s in the second half. It doesn't work like that. Like, so they always cool off. But what we always see is teams just still shoot like they're hot. And that's what San Antonio was doing. They made all those threes in the first half, and then the third quarter comes, and they basically shot New York into the game, just like they were shooting New York out of the game in the first half. San Antonio's so good at getting to the rim pressure, and they just weren't doing it. They just kept, like, even with Wemby, there was that one possession. He shot a three. They got an offensive rebound. They kicked it back out to him. He shot another three and missed it.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at play. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like,
chucking.
Yeah, and you would think against a team like the Knicks, who they've played now a ton, 3 times in the regular season. This is their 4th time they've played them now in this series. They literally come from behind all the time against you. Like, what are you doing playing lazy here? It's like you thought they learned their lesson in Game 3. Like, yo, we got to go foot on neck.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
Foot on line.
The young stuff is showing.
Foot on line.
The young stuff is showing. They're so talented because they really should be up 3-1.
Well, so going to the basket, Castle got in foul trouble. He matters
Castle was in
going.
foul trouble,
He matters going to the basket, but still, even at that, like Dylan Harper, like, bro, there was times in the first half. I know the Spurs were hitting every shot. Dude, they were also going anytime they went to the cup. Dude, Harper was walking his man into the paint in the first half and then just lay it up.
To your point, you go look at the last 7 minutes of the game. You don't see Dylan Harper getting the ball going to the rim. It's De'Aaron Fox. And, like, shout out to Fox. You know, he's NBA Clutch Player of the Year before and all that good stuff. But you got to feel the game, too.
Yeah.
And at the time, like, you're not scoring. You, like, get the ball up to the young pup.
I blame that terrible.
I have never seen a player like, I'm trying to think of another player who's been like him recently, because think about it, even in like
the mental lapse or something.
Yeah, well, because like think about game 3. There's a time in Game 3 at the end of that game where he catches it and then boom, he can't get rid of it fast enough. Just wants to hot potato. Like But then he does hit like the free throw line jumper at the end of the game to help seal the game.
The thing is,
and he's like totally cool under pressure. And even last night, he does all that stupid stuff, but he still hit like a big shot late. And it's like, how can you be so cool and calm and then just you also do like what the hell are you doing, man?
It's a case of talent versus reps. Like, he has the talent. Like, he won NBA Clutch Player of the Year, so he has the talent to perform in those situations, but he doesn't have the reps in it. Like, it's so weird to me to continue to hear people refer to him as like, oh, the vet of the team. Like, De'Aaron Fox is older than them, but De'Aaron Fox is 28.
Yeah.
Like, and not only that, he had 1 playoff series before this. He's not some, guy who's been through the ringers of the playoffs and can tell these guys. Like, he's not Harrison Barnes, in that way. Like, he had his 1 playoff series against the Warriors in the first round. The Kings lost.
Yeah.
And that was that. Like, he's not so. He's learning just like these other young guys are learning what playoff basketball is. So that's why his mistakes sometimes are a little bit louder. Like, Wemby was terrible in the second half, too.
Horrible.
Like,
horrible.
And
it's your team, man.
Yeah.
It's your team. I know Fox is the old guy. I know even Harrison Barnes on that bench is a veteran.
Yeah.
But, like, you're the guy they look to. You're absolutely the guy they look to.
Man, it's
smaller than mini-me.
It's one of those things that I feel like he would have understood it by now, because every time he starts to settle or shoots too much, it's pretty much when they lose.
Yeah.
And even going back to his first, I had a tweet I put out like his rookie year or something. It was like supposedly like a hot take or whatever. And I was like, Victor Wembanyama won't reach his ceiling until, his shot diet is better.
Yeah.
And this year was the first year of that. Like, he cut down on the 3-pointers, got to the rim more, and voila, like, his efficiency jumped. But what you're seeing at times in the playoffs is he reverts back to his year 1 or year 2 ways, where you're looking at his shots and you're like, this dude's 7'4". Why are half of his shots outside of the paint? Why are 3/4 of his shots coming from outside of the paint? It just doesn't make sense.
Be more Shaq than KD, bro.
Yeah. We know you got it.
Be more Shaq. When you realize you're more Shaq than KD, he will be the most unstoppable
we
player.
talked about it last week. It's like, hey, man, how have you not learned? And, maybe it's just he's 22 and he will.
He's still young.
But, like, hey, on the block, throw it to the hand, and then just turn, jump, hook.
Yeah.
Turn, jump.
Can't block it.
Nobody can block that. Nobody can block that shot. Or, I mean, even that elbow jumper that he missed in game 2, I still think it's a good shot. And
he's made that a lot.
He can make that shot. It's like still, it's just not having that go-to move. And I think he's good enough. He can have the go-to post and he can have the go-to perimeter move.
That's all.
Like that elbow jumper, he wouldn't be the first player to ever perfect that. Chris Paul, Kobe, Jordan's fadeaway, Kobe's fadeaway, Garnett, Bosh, Duncan a little more off of that elbow where he would because he would bank it in.
Legend David West.
David West
had an auto from 15.
I haven't heard all the power forwards had it.
They all had it. Even like smaller guards, like Devin Booker hits that. Devin Booker pulls up from that shot. I watched Chris Paul hit that damn elbow jumper against us.
Right side of the floor.
So many times. I heard Kurt Goldsberry this morning say this. He's a big Spurs guy, and he's like, even Duncan. He's like, Duncan had those mid-range bank shots he had. He goes, but Duncan also, it would be right block, throw it to the hand. He's going left, boom, bank it in. Like that running bank. Like he was just
you
automatic.
Said super important, man. Like, the thing that you said that stood out to me the most is the fact that he doesn't have the go-to move. But this is a common thing, like in the history of our game through young players, and even to localize it more. I was talking about this with Gigi Jackson, about Gigi Jackson earlier this season when I felt like he'd grown as a player, because if you watch Gigi his first 2 years, it's just dribble. Wherever I can get on the floor, I'm shooting the ball. This year was finally, I'm getting downhill. Like, I know.
Swim move.
I got me a move.
Yeah, swim
I know
move.
what to do. Like,
Swim move.
that's the difference between the seasoned players and the guys who are super, like, no matter how talented you are, you have to get to that point where we see with Kobe, LeBron, Chris Paul, all the great scorers, even DeMar DeRozan, they have a spot on the floor. If I get to that spot, I'm getting my shot.
It's over.
Wemby doesn't have that yet.
Yeah.
He's just out there. He dribbles. He might end up on the left side. He may end up on the right side. He might take a step back.
He might do a spin move.
He doesn't know what he's going to do. Like, he might go dunk on you. So he's 22. Like, that's why when he beat OKC, it was like, this is the worst version of him we're going to see. Like, at some point, his game is going to be much more well-rounded and seasoned.
I thought the same thing with him. I'm like, it's just... It's a matter of time.
Yep.
Like you can tell he wants it.
Yep.
Like he wants it. He says he wants it. You can see he wants it, and he's just having to go through this right now. And look, the series is not over. And one thing, the one game the Spurs won was when they had 2 days off. The rest of the series, they have 2 days off. The series goes Saturday, Tuesday, Friday. Like, so he's got the rest of it off.
They'll win Game 5. They'll win Game 5.
Yeah,
they'll win Game 5.
So I saw somebody say it's a Scott Foster Tony Brothers game maybe coming in on Saturday. It's gonna be we get a Scott Foster Tony Brothers maybe coming in on Saturday. All right, so we're less than 2 weeks away from the NBA draft. I will right off the bat. If you, Damichael Cole, if you have the number 1 pick in this draft, who are you taking?
Oh, it's easy for me, Darren Peterson.
You're taking Pete. You're a Peterson guy.
It's been easy for me since last summer. I don't even want to. I don't want it to sound like a smartest guy in the room thing,
right?
But it's simple. He plays both ways. He's efficient. When he plays against these guys, he's always stood out. It does not look even when he plays against AJ DeBouncer. Go look at the prolific prep games. Go look at when they played against each other for that one half when Kansas BYU. They don't look even. They do not look even. Now, AJ is incredible. Like, I'm sure people have the questions about the injury stuff with Darren Peterson and whatnot. But what I see is a guard who's smooth. Like, if you ask me what's worst case for Darren Peterson, I'm going to say Jalen Green, maybe Jamal Murray. That's like worst case to me.
Yeah.
Like, best case, yeah. So
Kobe? Like that's what some have said.
I don't want
like
to say
Kobe?
that name, man. But
no, you don't want to. Yeah, right.
He's super efficient. He has spots already. Like you watch him play. He has spots.
He knows where he needs to get to.
Yeah, he knows where to get to. He knows how to probe. Pick and roll. Like those things that matter when you get to the league. Isolations. My question with him is the thing that he wants to play on the ball. He wants to play the point guard. I don't know how much I like that idea. Like. he points back to how he did it in high school, and quite frankly, any of those dudes could have played point guard in high school.
Right.
Like it's a whole different game, you know, when you're getting pressured.
They're all the best player in high school.
Yeah, by Stephon Castle and Drew Holiday and, you know, those type of dudes compared to, you know, high school.
Just a dude who had biology class.
An
hour ago.
Exactly. You got to go to work after practice and all that. Like, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
So, Darren Peterson, for me, man, is number one. I love AJ. I have questions, defensive questions, and I have playmaking questions. Like, defensively, there's some concerns there. I like the T-Mac comparison a little bit. Like, he can be a terrific scorer.
Okay.
He can be a terrific scorer, but I don't trust the defense, and the playmaking is a little scary too. Like, I trust Darren Peterson.
But nobody else is kind of player.
Yeah, he'll get his. He'll get his for sure. I have no doubt. Like, he's going to score in this league, and he's going to rebound. Like, he's going to be super strong. It's going to be more about what you put around him, whereas Darren Peterson is the guy that I think it can be built around a little bit more.
Okay, I'm so glad you brought up Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I've heard that comp too. Let's say
you sleep on him, by the way.
Let's say you have the number one pick in the NBA draft, and you draft AJ DeBanza, and his career goes as Tracy McGrady's went. You are drafting a 7-time All-Star.
7-time All-Star.
7-time All-NBA, 2-time first team, 3-time second team, 2-time third team, a 2-time scoring champion.
Can't go wrong.
An NBA's most improved player.
Yeah.
But you never make it out of the first round of the playoffs.
Never make it out of the first round.
Do you take that?
You average 30 in the first round.
Would you take that?
I mean, yeah.
If I told you you're taking that as the number one pick, would you take that?
Now, without the first round part, right? Because
just the stats, just the
numbers.
accolades.
Are we talking about the accolades?
Just the accolades.
Are you saying first round?
No, and you don't get out of.
No.
DeBanza gets all those accolades,
Hell
but
no.
you don't. No, it's the same as Tracy McGrady. If I tell you you're drafting DeBanza,
The goal is to win.
and T-Mac is the comp, and that's what you get.
I want to win, bro.
Give me a role player
I wanna win.
if it results in a Western Conference Finals or NBA Finals or whatever the case may be.
Like, look at OG Anunoby.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
About to probably get another.
Because I think some people will go like, "Man, I'd love Tracy McGrady." It's like, well, Tracy McGrady, if it's just a true comp and his career goes the same way, and obviously it won't. They're different people. They are different players. But just saying, would you? It's like you get 7-time All-Star, 7-time NBA, 2-time scoring champion. You get a lot of highlights, a lot of memories, but you don't make it out of the first round. Would you take that?
I'm good.
No. Because
honestly, the Wizards might take it.
I mean, he'd be up there. I mean, those numbers would make
the Wizards might take that.
Hey. That might get your jersey in
What's
the Raptors,
what's the greatest Wizards moment that you know of?
Gilbert Arenas? Hibachi moments?
I was thinking Paul Pierce, the game winner in the playoffs. Remember Paul Pierce Wizards? Remember Paul Pierce calling game?
Wow. That shit ass, bro.
Yeah, that was the year where John Wall said they should have went to the finals.
Yeah.
They would have beat the Cavs if if they got past the Celtics.
Yeah, that shit ass. I'm good on Paul Pierce being the greatest Wizards moment of all time.
All right, do you think the draft is going to go DeBanza 1, Peterson 2? Do you think when it all settles, it's just Danny Ainge has been one of these guys that's just like, dude, he takes the talent.
Yeah,
he takes the talent.
Like, if I had to if I had to answer the question in terms of like my life's on the line or something like that, maybe not that extreme.
No, that extreme. Head on a guillotine.
Head on a guillotine.
Right. Yeah, I would say that's the case. But like, based on what we know about these teams and especially Utah, I could see it going a number of ways, particularly with Cam Boozer.
Because Carlos.
Because of the front court stuff too. Like, there's not a lot of certainties. Like what Utah's doing right now is they have a lot of talent that they put together, but we don't know what these guys are going to look like as a team just yet. So what's stopping them from, going to get, Cam Boozer to add to that talent pool, especially now, all indications are they want Walker Kessler, but Walker Kessler could command 25, 30, 35 million. If the number gets too high, you might want to call his bluff and say, well, guess what? We're going to approach Jaren at the 5. We'll go get Cam Boozer. We don't have to worry about the rebounding issues as much with Jaren because we're going to have Cam Boozer to kind of offset that somewhat, right? And then you'll have Lauri Markkanen at the 3, which gives you – so the rebounding issues that you probably would have with Jaren at the 5, you offset it by having a large front court, a tall front court, and also having a guy who is one of the best rebounders in this draft class. So I could see them potentially, thinking of that route if the Walker Kessler stuff gets too expensive. So look, I do think at the end of the day it's going to be AJ, Darren, 1-2, but I think if you're the Grizzlies, you don't assume that. You do all your homework. You're prepared for anything else.
And then if it comes to that number 3 and Cam Boozer's on the board, you would pretty much the Grizzlies. You would expect the Grizzlies to take Cameron Boozer.
Yeah. I like Caleb Wilson. I really do.
Do you think Boozer's better than Debanza?
I think he's I think he's a better fit in Memphis.
There are some people that do think Boozer. There are people.
No, for sure.
It is interesting because I said, look,
fit too.
Let's just say those 3 guys go 1, 2, 3, and then you polled the GMs, the other 27 GMs in the league anonymously, and said if you had the number 1 pick, who would you take? Debanza, Boozer, Peterson. You think you're gonna get varying
ones on all 3.
Yeah.
Someone likes each of those guys the most, for sure. So it just depends on what you like, what you value the most. Like, there's a safety net that comes with the idea of drafting Cam Boozer, right? There's also a certain amount of safety that comes with Debanza that leads to high-end potential, and then there's also this incredible ceiling that comes with Darren Peterson that some people would be willing to bet on, and I'm one of those people.
Do you think the Grizzlies, if Peterson's there at 3, they take him?
Yeah.
You can't pass on
that.
I know there's all the other stuff. You saw it, we know about the stuff.
You can't pass on talent,
but it's
man.
you cannot pass. In the end, it's a talent league. Look at it. It's a talent league, and you can't pass on that talent.
To go a step further, look around the NBA and then look in the Western Conference. There's a team with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a team with Anthony Edwards. There's a team with Luka Doncic. To a lesser degree, he didn't have the best season this year, but there's a team with Devin Booker.
Yeah.
They
were a surprise team. They were a surprise team this year.
They were solid. The point is, a lot of these teams are driven, and Spurs, there's a team with Dylan Harper. We're going to be saying that a lot in the next couple of years. These teams,
Cooper Flag, too.
Cooper Flag, he's a
he handles
guy.
the rock. He handles the rock. Yeah.
These teams are driven by guys who are perimeter-oriented players. And you get Cam Boozer. Yeah, Cam Boozer can handle the rock and whatnot. But are you confident enough, 7 seconds on the shot clock, give him the ball, move out of the way?
Yeah.
Because those dudes that we just named, they getting the ball. Last 3 minutes of the game, it's 92-92. The defenses are ramping it up. Are you going to be able to say, Cam, here, dribble, let him dribble it up the floor, everybody get out of the way, set him a screen, let him do his thing? Because that's what Anthony Edwards is doing. That's what Shai's doing. That's what Luka's doing. And that's how you separate yourself, because a lot of the teams that are good but not great, you get to those last 3-4 minutes. That's when
Dylan Harper does it.
Now.
Even Steph the Spurs got a couple of them because Castle can do it too. Castle will walk you down all the way too.
But when the time comes, next couple years, Spurs will be very hard to beat in those last 2-3 minutes.
How do you like the guards? Rank the guards in this. Where Burries, Wagler, Acuff, Brown from Louisville, and then because we mentioned him so much on the show, LeBaron Philon.
My boy Philon.
We were talking. I was talking to him in Chicago about Mike Conley. It's a comp that he gets a decent amount, and he's heard it. But
dude, Mike Conley had I can't say had. Mike Conley still.
He's still.
Mike Conley has had a great
Acuff
career.
is one for me.
Acuff's one.
See, you're a real one. You're a real one, Damichael. Yeah.
It's simple. At the end of the day, you can't overthink this stuff. We're trying to project this player to be this because he's 6'5", or because he's built this way, or because Darius Acuff cooked everybody. In the SEC.
Everybody.
Played one of the best leagues in America, and he
on
cooked
top of
everybody.
that, he had the ball in his hands all the time.
Yeah.
Rarely turned it over. That jumps out to me. How did you have the ball in your hands that much in the SEC, going against those type of defenses, going against Texas, who has a guy like Dalen Swain, and you put up over 30, you get double-digit assists a lot of nights. The ability to play on the ball and take care of the basketball to that level. A lot of those dudes, what they struggle? They struggle playing off the ball. Darius Acuff doesn't struggle playing off the ball. He's one of the best catch and shoot three-point shooters in this draft. So that combination of skills, there's a security that comes with him. The defense is a question, but look, I'm very big on the idea, even before this Jalen Brunson run, because Jalen Brunson is about to show that it's really true.
He doesn't turn it over a ton either, Brunson.
No.
For as much as that's another one to your point about look at Acuff and like, yo, this dude takes care of the ball. You look at Brunson, for as much as Brunson pounds the rock into the ground, he doesn't turn it over.
And you can build around smaller guards. The key is you got to put the right types of players around him. You can't draft a Damian Lillard and say, okay, let's go get another small guard in C.J. McCollum. You can't draft Darius Garland and say, all right, let's go trade for 6'3" Donovan Mitchell to pair with him, because then you limit your ceiling. But if you're going to get a small guard, you better put some 6'7", 6'8". You better get Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, or if you got Steph Curry, you better get Klay Thompson, Iguodala, Draymond Green. Like, there's ways to
you get bigger, longer defenders.
You build around
them. You just
and you limit the ways that teams can take advantage or attack it.
And honestly, I think that was Zach's to his. I know fans get on him and stuff, but I know that. But dude, it's not like he didn't know some of this stuff with the roster. Like, he had Jaren Jackson Jr. and Steve. Like, dude, he tried to go get OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and offered a ton for both of them.
A lot of draft capital.
And it just a ton of draft capital because he knew I can't just have Jaren back there. I gotta have some of these other long wings. That can flank these guys. So I mean, he tried to get it. Then what do you think of the other guys? What is it, Wagler? I think Wagler. It's a Wagler.
Yep.
I think Burries is going to be fine, but I don't know how good he is.
Role player.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Some teams are going to covet that in this draft, but when I talk about the Grizzlies and what they need, the Grizzlies need premium talent.
Yes.
They need premium talent. What we seen the Grizzlies do from 2022, 2023, 2024 was go get plug-in guys. Like, you got Ja, you got Dez, you got Jaren. Let's go get a Jake LaRavia to fit in between them. Let's go get a Zaire Williams to fit in between them. Let's go get a David Roddy, to fit in between them. Now you're in a situation where that's the best player available. All right, let's go get him. Like, it's that simple.
Because we've got guys on the margins.
Yeah.
We've got the margins guys. We've got the role players.
We got top level talent.
We've got to get the top level talent.
You got to get the elite guys. Like,
who out of these other guys that we know you love Acuff. Okay, so Burge, you think Wagler, Brown, Philon, which one of those guys do you think could be the star?
Okay, see, when you phrase it like that, because I would put Wagler as the second best one.
Yeah.
But when you say could be the star, Michael Brown.
Yeah.
Michael Brown is the one. Again, I'm really big on if they have iffy freshman years, I just go back to the high school tape. A lot of people don't like to do that.
Yeah.
But you go watch Michael Brown high school stuff. There's nobody he's on the floor with that looks way better than him at any point. And even early on at Louisville, before the injuries and stuff kicked in and the back stuff, like, it was looking that way.
Yeah.
Louisville was looking like a championship contender to me with him healthy. So he's kind of like in that Jordan Poole shot diet, like, take some crazy shots. And
does the back stuff scare you? Because you got to have a back to play basketball. But
terrifies me.
Yeah, he does a podcast and he got a bad back.
Terrifies me.
Yeah. He has a stretch before every show because he has a bad back.
I'm dead serious. I have to do this every morning.
Yeah.
I do 10 to 20 knee sways.
Jeez.
10 to 20 knee sways every morning on my back. Press ups. This is just to get my back.
You would have passed on Michael Porter too, would you?
Yes, I would have passed on Michael Porter. And you can't tell me. You can't tell me the back injuries haven't affected him. Go watch his high school tape before the back injuries.
He was the number one player in the nation.
He would have been top 3 in that draft.
He would have been top 3 in that draft. Yes, he's a freak. Ben Simmons too.
Yeah.
Like, Ben Simmons
he can't jump anymore.
He can't jump
it's
anymore.
Weird.
Yeah. You got it. Look at Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods has had 75 back surgeries.
So the back stuff don't scare you at all?
No, it definitely scares me a little bit. But again, if we're talking upside, like, I'm willing to bet on it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Because
you have upside with a bad back?
The alternative here is you draft a guy who's what they call him Jags, just a guy. You draft someone who's just a guy. He's going to come in and be a solid player. And that's just what the Grizzlies have had for the last so many years.
Right.
Like, yeah, congratulations. You drafted a guy who's not a bust. He's also not an all-star.
Right.
He's also not a guy who you trust to be in the game in the last 3 minutes when you're going against all these other star players. So you got to go get those type guys.
Okay, let me ask you about, you wrote about the four big men today that the Grizzlies could possibly take at 16, or because they have 32, and the Grizzlies have obviously been a team that, Zach Kleiman, very aggressive during drafts. They trade up. They never trade down. They do trade up. And they've got 3, 6, 3 we don't expect them to trade at all.
Yeah.
But 16 and 32 very well could be packaged, along with they've got 3 firsts next year. So there's, and you've got players that you may try to attach to some of this.
You got a lot of assets.
A lot of assets that you can try to do to move up in the draft. You wrote about 4 big men today. And if you can, just take us through them. Hans Steinbach, the kid from Washington, the big man out of Washington.
Super talented, man. Super talented. Like, you turn on the film, you're going to see a guy grabbing rebounds, dribbling up the floor. He's got some skill. The question more with him is he a 4? Is he a 5? He's kind of like a tweener. Like, he's not agile enough, at least on tape at this point, to be considered a guy who can fully play the 4. And then, of course, there's like some strength questions, about his skill set at the 5. But right behind Boozer, next best rebounder in this draft to me.
Okay.
Like, he's probably the next best rebounder in this entire draft. He rebounded the crap out of the ball at Washington. But the talent is there. Like, he can shoot it. He can dribble it. He's like the guy to me in terms of if you end up with Darren Peterson, you still need a player in at that power forward spot. I think it's worth giving him a shot there, especially knowing with the Grizzlies situation. You have Zach Edey on the back line of the defense. So I think there's some ways to kind of cover up some of those questions about his foot speed.
You want to talk about someone who might be more than just a guy?
Yeah.
Who has the talent to be that.
Yeah.
But injuries are an issue, as we just mentioned, even about Brown. This Jaden Quaintance.
Man, bro. Yeah, he's been in Memphis a little bit. He's been working out.
By the Mike Millers,
Yeah, exactly.
Freak of nature.
Freak of nature, man. If he could have went pro after that year at Arizona State, he would have done it. But, like, he was 17, dominating. Arizona State, physically gifted. He's kind of like that Robert Williams mode, like jumping, like super athletic guys.
With the bad knees.
No, Boston Robert Williams. Texas A&M Robert Williams.
My bad.
Texas A&M Robert Williams.
He's in with the bad knees.
You
already putting. Look,
my bad. I put some on.
Robert Williams with knee cartilage. With knee cartilage.
Look, man, his knees, Jaden Quaintance, there are questions about his knees too. That's why he's in that range. Preseason, he was a top 10 pick. Like,
yeah,
there are a couple bigs, and another one in here that we're probably going to talk about was a top 10 pick before as well. But he's like the high upside type of guy. Like, are you willing to bet on him? Because at his best, he's a double-double rim protector. Like,
yeah.
Yep.
So would you? Would
I do it now?
Would you? Okay, because you were talking about Mikael Brown, like you know.
I do it with Mikael Brown, but again, it's a different position. Whereas, if you do it with Quaintance, you're doubling up on him and Zach Edey.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more questionable.
Injury history of the 2 centers, that's a little tough to do. It's
because now you can strike out.
Right.
With Mikael Brown, it's like you miss, all right, back to the drawing board.
Chris, is it Cenac Jr. from Houston.
I like him. Now, this was a guy he was top 5 on a lot of mocks before the season.
Right.
Super skilled. Like, he can play the 4, he can play the 5. Probably is going to best project as a 5 long term. Had an inconsistent year. Like, he had some tough coaching, right? Playing at Houston.
Yeah.
You're under Sampson. You're going to get coached hard. And he said it was a tough adjustment for him, being a freshman, but that's what he signed up for. Super skilled guy. I think the three-point shot's going to continue to round out. Like, he's kind of that high upside young guy who had the so-so freshman year that's betting on himself. He would have went back to school. He'd probably be a top 7 pick next year.
So does it all right, so Kelvin Sampson, like, we love him. He's obviously an amazing coach. You watch how his teams play, and those dudes, God, they play so freaking. Their offense sometimes can be sore on the eyes, but they play so freaking hard
on defense. Yeah,
but you got to say for the NBA, like, Jarris Walker was a big time recruit, and Jarris Walker's story is not written yet. It's not written yet, but so far, and Jamal Shedd's a
serviceable back.
He's a serviceable, right? But that's what everybody expected out of Shedd. Serviceable. Quentin Grimes is fine.
Yeah,
like, he's another role guy.
Player.
Like, But I guess if you're talking about the 16th pick, like you get a role guy, that's great.
Yeah.
If you get an Alper and Şengün who was taken at 16, that's a home run.
Is he like a Derek Lively with a jumper?
No. He can put the ball on the floor. Like he got to you got to go back to the roots of what he was. Like this was a guy. I think Cam Boozer was the top big in their recruiting class, and it was him. Same right after that.
Yeah.
Like so. If you're a top big in your class, a lot of times, and Derek Lively was too. Like when he was coming in, he could dribble a little bit more, but Duke kind of like, nerfed him a little bit and had him playing like the rim runner role, and now that's what he is in the NBA. But CNAC offers a little bit more. Like he's got some skill. It's just got to come together.
Yeah.
It's not as polished, as you would want yet. But
He's
I'd be
19,
willing.
He's 19
I'd be
too.
willing to bet on the talent. Like 9 and 7 at Houston. Like I can bet on it.
He could obviously.
Like it's worth the risk. Especially considering that you already have a Zach Edey. Like I'm willing to, because it might take a couple years.
And honestly, some of these coaches, like they want you to defend. They need you to defend.
Yeah,
they want you to play hard on defense, and you play for Kelvin Sampson. Like you're not getting on the court if you're not defending.
No
the
way.
last one, this guy has been a riser. Apparently, everything I'm reading. Sam Vecini, I think Brett Siegel's written about him. Morez Johnson out of Michigan, that is rising, and some say he is a lock now for the lottery. So if the Grizzlies if he's a lock for the lottery, the Grizzlies are going to have to move up to be able to get him if they want him.
There's two guys, man, that really jumped during the scouting combine in Chicago. Cameron Carr, that's one I've been talking about a ton.
Baylor.
Baylor, yep. And Morez Johnson. Those dudes put on shows, whether it was the physical tools. He was the most athletic big there, period. Morez was 6'10". He's like 250. So he can play the 4. We saw that, right? But he's a 5. Who can play the 5 as well. We saw that at Michigan at times when Ademar was off the floor. Super energetic, hyper big. Like he fits the modern NBA. He's gonna set some hard screens. He can run to the rim. 3-point shot probably needs a little bit more work, but it's there. Like he can pick and pop for sure. I love the floor with him. Like you're gonna get an energetic, really good rebounder. All those guys at Michigan could rebound the ball really well.
Okay, so Mora, he's another one.
Yeah.
He's going top 10.
That's his market is definitely like jumped. Like you could have made an argument at first he was going to be the third one of those guys drafted. Now it's looking like he's going to be the first one.
So if you're the Grizzlies and you think they're watching these playoffs, this NBA Finals, the Western Conference Finals, the Eastern Conference Finals, and say they're drafting 3, and then they're going to try to they have always been a team that is active and moves up. They moved up last year for Cedric Coward. Again, as you said, they got a lot of assets. You got 16, you got 32, you got 3 firsts next year. If they look at how the NBA has been in the finals and how it's been in the playoffs and the East Finals and the West Finals, if they're moving up from 16 to somewhere else, top 10 or that 10 to 13 or 14 range, they are doing it to get what?
Okay, this is all dependent on the top pick to me. Like if you get Cam Boozer, I don't think you have to move up as far. Now, it would be good if you could move up and get a guard, like super aggressive, get into that top 8 range. But I'm more of the opinion, like if you get Cam Boozer, I think the most logical, the easiest route to go is move up and get another athletic wing, like a Cameron Carr. There's not a lot of them in this draft in that range, but Cam Carr is going to go ahead of 16. A lot of mocks have him 15. Some people predict him to go like 13 range. If you get Darren Peterson, you need a power forward, and those guys certainly are going to go top 16. So you're probably definitely going to have to move up to put yourself in position for Steinbach, for Morez, for Yaxel, who's probably going to go top 12. So I didn't write about him as much because they're going to have to go up even higher to get him in that case. So it's very dependent on where they move up. I like the idea of moving up and getting a point guard, which to me you'd have to be in the top 8. But the most plausible route is moving up, getting Cam Boozer, moving up to like 12, 13, somewhere in that range, putting yourself in position to get like a Cameron Carr, or even if you still want to go point guard, like a Fallon.
Do the Grizzlies, when it's all said and done, look, I'm not going to hold you to this. This is just as of right now.
Yeah.
Do the Grizzlies have a
June
second?
11th.
Do the June 11th. June 11th. I'm going to ask you 2 questions.
Okay.
Do the Grizzlies end up with a second lottery pick? And is Ja Morant still on the team by draft night?
Ooh, snap.
Feet to fire.
Feet to the fire.
He putting you to the fire, bro.
I'm going to say yes, they get A second draft pick.
Second lottery pick.
Second lottery pick. Last year they were 16. Moved up to
11.
And I think the history says, I wrote about this last week.
Unless Young Hanson's going to be amazing, I think the Grizzlies already won that trade.
They got the ups on that one.
Young for them back over there in a couple years. I ain't gonna hold you.
The history says the Grizzlies don't stay put in the first round outside of the lottery.
Zach loves this. They always move.
They always move. They've always moved. The Ja Morant one is it's interesting because it's definitely been a little bit more buzz as of late.
There's some fluidity to it.
Yeah. There's been a little bit more talking and whatnot.
And I think that also coincides with there's been a little buzz on the Giannis side now too.
Exactly.
Because one of their co-owners came out and said we'd like to have this done before the draft, and it's long been thought that if the Giannis thing has to get done first because there may be more suitors for Ja.
I'm gonna say yeah.
You're gonna say he's on the team.
No.
You're gonna say they move him before the draft.
Yep.
Okay. Damichael Cole.
Sorry.
Are feet okay? Do we need to pour some water on
Don't
them?
get aggregated, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't aggregate this.
Look.
What's that dude? What's his name? Evan Swanson?
Yeah, do not aggregate this.
Oh, he blocked you?
Yeah, he got me
Do
blocked.
not aggregate this.
I called him
Just
out.
friendly talking.
Wait. You called out Evan?
As of today.
Evan Sattery.
It's not even a real person, is it?
I don't know. But, I mean, he blocked me, so somehow. he got feelings, apparently.
Oh.
So he might not be AI if he can block people.
Yeah.
But
it could be one of those like Sarah Phillips.
He's doing a lot of reporting on the Grizzlies.
Doing a lot of reporting on the Grizzlies.
Yeah, man.
This could be like you guys are too young. Bennett remembers this. You remember Sarah Phillips from ESPN? No. Look the story up on Sarah Phillips. Got hired to write at ESPN, like page 2, ESPN do a column. Wow. Dude, like Sarah Phillips was a dude. Yeah, it was a dude like in Oregon or something or Washington. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, Bennett, hit the music. All right. That's going to do it for today. DeMichael, thank you, man.
It's World Cup, baby. We're going to go watch some
World Cup. Let's go. World Cup soccer. We'll get into World Cup tomorrow.
Who's going to win the World Cup, DeMarco?
France. No doubt.
Okay.
France.
No doubt.
They can't win the NBA Finals, so they're going to win the...
Wow. Way to go out on a limb there.
It's like picking the Warriors for the championship in 2019.
Fine. Portugal.
I like it.
Last run for Ronaldo.
I like it.
but also
they got other players.
He has better sidekicks now. This is the best roster, and it's happened with him being older. But this is probably one of their best rosters that they have alongside of him. Like Portugal has probably 3 legit top 50 players.
Oh, you're a soccer guy.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Okay. Then tell me this. Tell me this. Tell me this. No. I want to ask you.
I'm a world soccer. I'm an international soccer guy.
The Italians won the World Cup in 2006 and have not been to the World Cup since. Right. What the F happened to Italian soccer?
I don't know.
Because the last time,
why do you think he knows?
The last time the World Cup was in America was 1994.
Right.
Brazil beat Italy.
Yeah.
Roberto Baggio, PK, over the top of the goal. He was the best player for the Italians. He's one of the best players in the world. Over the top of the crossbar on PKs. Yeah, but the Italians suck at soccer. Yeah. Why? What happened to Italy?
I don't know. That's a great question.
What happened to the Italians? Somebody write about it. So, Michael, thank you. Dev,
for sure.
You're the man.
I appreciate your slack.
You've gone like 4 for 4 on soccer jerseys this week.
I think can't wait to see.
Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. We need another soccer jersey tomorrow. Bennett, you're the man. Get some sleep, dude. Thank you to Jalen. Thank you to Jenna. Thank you to Chris. Thanks to all of you out there. Peace.